Welcome to SalesATM tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to pay off vendor outstanding invoices. To be able to pay off vendor invoices, you need to either register checks if this payment is going to be paid through the bank, or you can pay with cash or mobile money. In this video, we will focus on the check aspect of it, how to register immature checks and how to use the checks to pay off invoices when it becomes matured. So to get to this page, you need to click on purchases and then invoice payments. Then when the page is launched, you have to register immature checks. To do that, you need to click on new payment, and then you have this information there. It asks you to select the branch. So you have it here, select the branch. So you go and select your branch, head office. Then it tells you to select other information. You select a vendor that you're going to pay off their invoices. So we take Danido. And if you have a specific invoice number that you want to pay off, you can select the invoice numbers. These are all outstanding invoices that is in the system. If you don't want to do that, you can leave it. It is optional. And when the payment process kick in, to go and look for the oldest outstanding invoices and pay it off. We'll talk about that later. Then you choose the payment options. So payment type, we have the cash, check, mobile money. But here we're going to register a check. So we say check. Then which bank are you paying from? We are taking ADB. And then we enter the check number here. And then the mature date of the check, let's say March 28. And then the amount that we're going to pay, say 1,000 Ghana cedis. Then we save it. So when we save, this check is scheduled for payment. So you will see the status of the check. If it is mature, you will see these are immature checks. So when you go there, you cannot pay the invoice, but you can edit. Imagine we want to edit. It is a mature check and we forgot to register it as a mature check. So we can go back and change the date to maybe today. We change it to maybe yesterday, and then we can change the bank as well to another bank, GCB. Then we save it. Immediately we save, the check will tend to mature because the date was yesterday. The maturity date was yesterday. Let's edit it again. So now when the checks becomes matured, you can see that you can use it to pay off the invoice from here. But let's edit it to ADB. I want us to use ADB for this example. So let's choose ADB here. Choose ADB and then we save it. Now we are ready to pay off outstanding invoices for our Danido. But for us to see if it works, let us go and select the invoices from the invoice page and see the invoices that are outstanding in the name of Danido. So let's do that, and let's go back a little bit to get all the invoices in the name of Danido. So we view it and we choose the vendor here. Say Danido view. So we can see that these ones are paid. So the balances are zero. This is the oldest one that is part paid. And the outstanding is 91,900 Ghana cedis. So now let's go to the payment page and kick in our automated process of paying off the invoices. So we go there and we select pay. And then we get this little information that this process of paying off vendor invoices cannot be reversed, be sure before you proceed. But we want to also open the bank page because this is going to be paid through the bank. So we have to see what's going on there. So we go to accounting, report accounting, then we have the bank account details. So let's get this paid. Um, sorry, we moved from that page. So let's go back to the payment page there. And then let's open the invoices page again. Report, accounting. Let me open it in a new tab so that we can see it here. So now let's see the bank. We have which bank are we going to deal with now? We're dealing with ADB and we say view. So we can see ADB has 37,000 here. And we have this one transaction recorded here. So now we expect to see another transaction when we make this payment. So let's go back here and do our payment processes. So we select pay, more, and pay. Then it gives you that this cannot be reversed. So you say yes. You click in and say yes. So immediately you pay off. That check that is registered will vanish because it is already paid off. And then let's see what happened then. Take a look at the oldest invoice. This is 91,900. So we expect it to be 90,100 because we paid 1,000. Let's click on view and see if that happened. So we have it. Was it for Danido here? Maybe that is not the oldest invoice. Sorry, let's see the oldest outstanding invoice here. You might find some of them out there. This is 14th. We have November. So one of these Novembers were paid off here. Let's go back and see to the bank transactions and see if something happened there. Yes, we see that payment of vendor invoice with check number 1234 with this one was paid, 1,000 was paid off from there. So we can clearly see that this is paid off and the balance has reduced to 36,000. And we wanted to see the invoices again. What happened to these invoices right here? Let's view again. It's 91,900. So let's make another payment and really check if it's kicked it off. We have another Danido. All right. So we have this check here. That is not yet mature yet. Let's make it mature and make the payment. So we have it. Let's see here. Change the date to 26 and save it. So now we have Danido. We're going to pay off again. Let's see what happened here. All right. It's still immature, so let's go and edit it to February, 26, and say save. Tends to mature. We go to the payment, we kick in, we pay. Then let's go back and see here whether the invoice is being affected. So we can see here it's affected 90,900. It's done. So the other payment that we made was not for Danido, it was for another vendor. So we can see that the oldest invoice is paid off. So we are sure that this works here. Then we go to the bank again and see what happened. And boom, we see there that payment of vendor invoices with check number 123XYZ. And that shows exactly here. So we can really see that, yes, this is how it works. We can also do for cash. So once again, let's go straight up and register cash payment. When you register cash payment, it will immediately pay off the system. So let's try one and see. We choose head office. And then we have vendor. Let's take Danido again. And no invoice. We choose cash. And then we say select cash Then you can see the balance here. Then let's choose 100 Ghana cedis. Here we're going to see that it will pay off that invoice. It is 9,900. So at least it should be 9,800 if all works well. This is cash, so you still get it. There's payment saved successfully out there. It should give you the prompt there. And then let's go here and see and view it. We can see that it's 9,800. So perfectly, it's working. So this is how you register immature checks. You monitor it. If the check is cleared at the bank and you are told that the bank said the vendor has been paid, you come back to this system, kick in the payment process, and it will automatically go and clear off the old outstanding invoices of the vendor. If you haven't register it against a particular invoice. Even if you have registered against a particular invoice and there's still extra balance after paying the invoices, this the remaining balance will go and offset the old outstanding invoices. Thanks for watching.